This clip shows a lady on a Nigerian flight being removed from the plane by Nigerian stewardess and others. According to her, she was removed and they used her lace front wig and clothes, and somehow she ended up without clothes on. I really do think that racially blacks abroad enjoy seeing the different clips, viral clips of Black Americans and white Americans interacting in a negative way. They enjoy seeing it. They've not experienced it, right? Their context on their home soils, whatever the country is in Africa, is not the experience that an ethnically Black American might experience here in the United States when there are negative interactions between white people and Black people and Indians, ethnically Black Americans and Asians of some sort, that they have an experience with Asians, whites, right? Arabs maybe over there. They have an experience, but it's not our experience. They like seeing our experience that some people have. It goes viral on a clip, and they like talking about it, right? When in essence, their nations are messy. Their nations are awful. They are putting exclamation marks on things that happen in America when their nations are dusty and messy. It is what it is. And although they were colonized, they've not had the same experience, right? To be honest, probably most Caucasians that Africans, other than South Africa, I can't speak for them. I'm going to do some more commentary on South Africa, but they've got a different thing going on too. But most of these racially Black Africans, right? Their experience with white people is very decent, right? White people have fed them, volunteered, have been their missionaries, have taught them in school, have done things for them. White people touring in some of these African nations are treated very well and provided preferential treatment. So they've got a totally different lens. They just like talking about ethnically Black Americans' experience in order to keep Black Americans in a heightened state of emotion. They love it. See, because their countries are awful and they believe that, everything that's happening in their countries is because of the West, right? So they've got interesting things going on now. They will talk about something happening maybe on public transportation in America or even an airline, right? When in essence, they have their own experiences. Some of their people have their own experiences in their airlines with their people, right? It is what it is. So this lady was on a Nigerian airline. I think it's pronounced Ibom, and they wanted her to turn her phone off. She had two phones. One of the phones, right? She was able to turn it off, right? The other phone, there was something going on where she could not put it in airplane mode or turn it off. The nutty Nigerian stewardess wanted her to turn it off, and she tried to show the lady that she couldn't do it, and she asked the lady for assistance. The nutty Nigerian stewardess did not want to help her. She told her to go into the settings to turn that phone off. Well, this whole thing became mayhem. This lady was dragged off the plane. By the time she got off the plane, she was beaten up and naked. Her clothes had been removed somehow. She was really embarrassed. And I can only imagine that once she was able to move around the airport or go home or whatever, the police probably tried to bribe her, right? We understand this, right? So there's all kinds of mayhem going on over there. I did a video about that Nigerian lady throwing soiled sanitary product at Kenyan airline counter agents, right? So it is what it is. But I'm going to talk about this a little bit more and reference BBC PIDGIN. Sometimes there's just mayhem across the globe concerning airline flights. What I typically see is American flights being exposed online where, just ridiculous stuff happens on these planes. People start fights with other people, right? Or stewardess lie on passengers, right? That's been videos in the past of that. Just things that are happening that cause the flight to be a spectacle or causes someone on the flight to be a spectacle, right? We understand this. Social nurse here. Thank you so much for stopping by. So here's another Nigerian that's, kind of viral. If you watch certain videos that are about people in other nations, right? So this lady is, Comfort Emerson. You saw the clip. The incident actually was 12 minutes long, but that short clip of her being dragged off that airplane, right? So according to this BBC News article, I de shame my reputation done go. Ibom Air passenger Comfort talk. So this lady says that she had 2 cell phones and she was asked to put them in airplane mode. She put one in airplane mode, but from my understanding, something was wrong with the other phone's interaction. She couldn't put it in airplane mode. So one of the phones had a faulty power button. According to her, I switch off my phone. She alleged say the Kasala start when one flight attendant, way she identified as Juliana, insists say she must switch her phone instead of the flight mode she put on. According to Comfort, she say she been hold 2 phones. She off one, but the second phone power button, they faulty. I quote, I'm quoting this lady now. I show her the phone and I tell her, say the power button, they bad. She say, I still fit switch I'm off through the settings. I say, make she help me, but she say she no go touch my phone. With the help of another passenger, I later managed to switch off both phones, she explained. Now, this lady Comfort says, I no be troublemaker. When we land in Lagos, everybody been they come down from the aircraft, but I go pee first. By the time I finish, everybody done already go down. As I go pack my things, say make I drop the air hostess stop me and ask her why you stop me. She no talk. She just look me with bad eye. I picked my phone, began record. That now when she pushed back inside the aircraft, drag my wig frontal, tear my clothes and break my necklace in the pan bin day unbearable. My body outside, my naked body outside, plus the pain, no day too much for one person to bear. I began, they asked them, why you go do that me? You still video me again and put out there. God know I no go ever hit elderly woman way old enough to be my mother. Not the pain she put me through. She dragged my wig and naked me for public. That not wouldn't make me react. Oh my God, end of quote. This lady, whoo, my goodness, was dragged off a plane by her wig and somehow they tore clothes off, right? So all kinds of nutty things are happening across the globe on these airlines. It's not just American flights where nuttiness and conflict and mayhem is occurring, right? Thanks for stopping by, Social Nurse.